Starting a clothing line can seem super complicated, but when you break it down into tiny steps, everything seems much more doable. Following a checklist will help you save time, money, and lots of headaches, which is why I made this video. You see, I have over a decade of industry experience, including having my own brand, and I've interviewed over 100 designers on my podcast, all from different backgrounds. So I picked the best tips and advice from all that knowledge from people who've actually been there and done it and packed it up into this 10-step checklist. We'll go through an overview of each step to start your clothing line, and then I'll link to the best successful fashion designer podcast below that you can listen to learn more. And make sure to listen to the end because I'm gonna share the 2 biggest mistakes that brand owners make when it comes to manufacturing and ordering bulk production. I'm So Heidi, founder of SuccessfulFashionDesigner.com, and it's my goal to teach designers like you the real world skills you need to get ahead in fashion and manufacture your clothing line. It's all the stuff you don't learn in fashion school. A lot of people don't talk about these things, so I like to call it fashion industry secrets revealed. So let's dive in. 10-step checklist to start a clothing line. Here are the 10 steps we're going to cover. 1, have an idea that fills a need in the market. 2, do customer research and get to know your target market. 3, set up your clothing line business. 4, create tech sketches and tech packs. 5, source fabrics and trims. 6, find a factory that can make your products right. 7, get samples made. 8, pre-launch marketing. 9, order bulk production. And 10, launch and get your clothes to your customers. All right, let's start with tip number 1. Have a clothing line that fills a need in the market. In the market today, it's hard to compete on looks alone. There are so many beautiful clothes out there, which is why your product needs to fill a need. The best way to do this is starting with one specific product that fills one specific need. If your dream is to have the next big clothing line, you can do that, but start small with that one product. There are a lot of brands that have grown huge now, but started out tiny. Diane von Furstenberg started with one wrap dress because she wanted a dress that was more comfortable and easy to wear. Look at how big she is now. Stance started with one item, high-performance socks. They now sell socks and underwear and clothes and so much more. And Spanx started with control top pantyhose, one single item, and their product assortment is huge these days. To help you come up with an idea that fills a need in the market to make sure your clothing line sells, I've linked to a few episodes below from brand founders who started small and have seen great success. Number 2, do customer research and get to know your target market. A great idea isn't enough, even if it does solve a need in the market. You have to test it to make sure it will sell. Customer research will save you a ton of time and money to make sure you don't create a product that no one wants to buy. It's pretty unsexy, but it's the best way to refine your idea before you spend a ton of money on your clothing line. So what is customer research? I could create hours of videos teaching you about what it is and how to do it. But bottom line, it's an ongoing process where you'll talk to your potential customer to get feedback on your ideas, prototypes throughout the entire development process. To learn exactly how other brands have done customer research and how you can do it too to make sure your clothing line sells, I've linked to a few podcast episodes below that you'll love. Number 3, set up a clothing line business. With a great idea and some initial research, it's time to set up your business. This can feel overwhelming, but it's actually not that complicated. Here are the basics you need to do to set up a business for your clothing line in the US. Register your trade name through the Secretary of State. Set up an LLC or a corporation. Depending on what state you live in, one may be easier than the other. Get an EIN, an employee identification number. This means you don't have to use your social security number on all sorts of documents. Buy your URL. GoDaddy.com is the go-to and industry standard for this. Get a business bank account and make sure you do not pay fees. A lot of the big box banks charge high fees for business bank accounts or have minimum balances. So call around and look at credit unions or small local banks to make sure you don't have to pay fees. Set up a PayPal business account if you plan to sell online, which you probably do. Snag Instagram and other social media handles for your brand name. These are the basics, but for more advice on setting up your fashion brand to make sure it's legal, how to copyright and protect your designs, accounting, and all of that stuff, I have a couple podcast episodes you'll love. I've linked to them below. Number 4, create tech sketches and tech packs. With a proven idea and the business basics set up, you're ready for the first step in production, tech sketches and tech packs. These are blueprints for your clothing line. Just like you need blueprints to build a house, you need blueprints to build a garment. When you approach factories and other suppliers with professional tech packs and tech sketches, they will take you seriously. Factories and suppliers get inundated with inquiries from aspiring designers, and if you're not prepared with these professional documents, chances are they're going to ignore you. I've got a ton of tutorials and step-by-step guides on how to create tech sketches and tech packs, as well as a free tech pack template you can download. I've linked to all of it below. And for even more on tech packs, and if you really want to nerd out on this stuff, I have a whole podcast episode where we geek out on tech packs. It's really fun. I'll link to that too. Number 5, sourcing fabrics and trims for your clothing line. Now that you know exactly what you're making, it's time to find the right fabrics and trims. And one of the biggest mistakes startup designers make when they first begin is buying retail fabric at stores like Mood, in the Garment District, or even at Joann's. These are retail stores, which means you're paying retail prices, upwards of 2 times the wholesale price. To start your clothing line right, you want to source wholesale fabric. But what if you don't need hundreds of yards? There are a ton of places you can source low minimum fabrics, and I have a step-by-step guide to sourcing fabric and trims for your clothing line with low minimums. I've linked to it below. It'll help you through the whole process. I also have a couple podcast episodes you'll love on sourcing fabrics and attending fabric trade shows. Number 6, find a factory that can make your designs right. Now that you have fabrics and trims, you're ready to manufacture. This is a really exciting but also really scary step. Here are a few tips to help you find a good, reputable factory. If they have good communication and are reliable at the beginning, chances are they'll be reliable throughout the process. If possible, do a factory visit to check on things that matter to you, like work environment, how they treat their employees, so on. If it's not possible, do a Zoom or Skype video call. Get a sample made before going into bulk production to make sure their quality meets your standards. You'll have to pay for this, but it is worth the investment and the time it takes. Keep everything in writing. A lot of factories won't agree to contracts, so keep everything in email. And if you do discuss something over the phone, follow up with an email so you have it documented. 50% down and 50% upon completion are fair payment terms. Never pay 100% down at the beginning. And go with your gut. If something's off, it probably is. I've interviewed a few factory founders and service providers on the Successful Fashion Designer podcast. Check those episodes out below. It'll be a great way for you to understand how the process works and even see if they're a good fit for your clothing line. Number 7, with the factory selected, it's time to get samples and prototypes made. Depending on how you plan to sell your clothing line, your needs may vary. A Kickstarter launch has different needs than pop-up shops. Either way, you'll want to coordinate sampling with your factory with your launch plan. Talk to them about your predicted timelines for bulk production too. Factories are busy and need to schedule you in, so it's important you secure your spot in the production line. For more about how sampling and production works to make sure your clothing line launches on time, I've linked to a couple podcast episodes below that you'll love. Number 8, pre-launch marketing. While sampling is underway at the factory, the best thing you can do is engage with your customer before you even have anything to sell. Building hype in advance creates anticipation and gets your customer excited about your designs. If you plan to sell online, there are a lot of different ways to build hype. Kickstarter, social media, an email list, and even hosting events are great ways to do this. If you plan to sell wholesale, make appointments with retailers and attend trade shows to make sure you get pre-orders. No matter how you plan to sell your clothing line, there are 2 things that are really important. Get great photos of your product. Get pre-orders before starting your bulk production. For ideas and inspiration on how to sell and market your clothing line before you launch, I've linked to a couple episodes below with brand founders who have done exceptional jobs at this and have seen great success. They'll walk you through step by step so you can have great success too. Number 9, it's time to order bulk production. I just said it in the last step, but I'm going to say it again. Make sure you have pre-orders before ordering your bulk production. This is one of the biggest mistakes people make when starting a clothing line. It doesn't matter if 1 million people said, "Oh, I love your design, it's so cute." If they haven't pulled out their credit card, they're not a serious buyer. We could talk about strategies to do this forever, but we don't have a lot of time in this video. So again, I've linked to more podcast episodes below that will help you with the pre-sale process. Once you have pre-orders secured, whether it's through customers online or retail shops, you're ready to order bulk production. It's a really exciting time, but it's also a decision you want to make sure you get right. This is going to be the biggest cash investment of the whole process. Since I want to make sure this goes well for you, I'm going to share the second biggest mistake that brand owners make when it comes to ordering bulk production. They order too much. As amazing as your idea and designs are, it's hard to sell product. Do yourself a favor. It's better to run out and create scarcity than to have too much product you can't sell. For advice and tips from brands who've started small and seen great success, I've linked more podcast episodes below. Number 10, you're ready to launch and get your designs to your customer. Along with getting the word and hype out about your launch, you need to think about the logistics of this stage. How will you pack and ship your orders? How quickly do you promise delivery? What's your return policy? Make sure you have those details figured out. It's also important to continue marketing after inventory arrives. If you're selling online, what's your social media and email marketing strategy look like? If you're going to do Facebook ads, which are really easy to just burn money on, make sure you have a solid plan in place. And for more advice on launching and getting your product to your customer, I've linked to some Successful Fashion Designer podcast episodes below that will give you tons of ideas and advice. All right, so let's recap the 10-step checklist to start a clothing line. 1, have an idea that fills a need in the market. 2, do customer research and get to know your target market. 3, set up your clothing line business. 4, create tech sketches and tech packs. 5, source fabrics and trims. 6, find a factory that can make your designs right. 7, get your samples made. 8, pre-launch marketing. 9, order bulk production. And 10, launch and get your clothes to your customers. Listen, starting a clothing line is a big undertaking. Now that you have a high-level overview of what the process is, do yourself a favor and listen to the Successful Fashion Designer podcast episodes I've linked below. They share their mistakes, their failures, their successes, and all the strategies step by step of how they built their clothing line. This knowledge is priceless, and it's going to give you an edge to get ahead of the competition. Thanks so much for watching. If you like this video, give me a thumbs up and subscribe. Head on over to successfulfashiondesigner.com where I share more tips, tutorials, and free advice that you do not see here on YouTube. And let me know what you think below in the comments. I'd love to hear, what was the most surprising step in this checklist? We'll go through in each, nope, that doesn't make sense. I don't want to say that.